Hello, SLPA 235 students. Welcome to your final class for your SLPA program prior to going out to do your field work. Everybody has had at least one class with me, and you should all know me well, so I don't need to do much of an introduction there. I'm going to let you know right away I've been sneezing. This is the third time I've started recording this video, so if I have to sneeze during this, I'm going to sneeze. You're going to have to bear with me because I do not want to start over again. So I'm excited to have you here. It's a 4-credit course over 8 weeks. It is jam-packed, but we will walk through it together. I will do my best to communicate ahead of time and directly with you, and you please do the same. If you have any questions about anything, if you're feeling lost, confused, agitated, or worried, just let me know and we'll work through it together. So I am on your overview page for the course. It's set up just like everything else. Just need to make sure that you do not just look at this next due date section for assignments that are due. There are lots of things listed in the coursework page in this course, and so we need to use the coursework page to guide us through. Let's go first to the syllabus page. The syllabus this semester has a little bit of a different appearance because the format has changed, and your access to it is a little bit different. You'll click on this menu button here and then download a copy of the syllabus. And then you should be able to download it to your computer, save it, print it off. If that doesn't work, because I have not tried this with the new format yet, you should be able to do print to PDF. It'll save to your computer as a PDF file, and then you can go ahead and print it off from there. Make sure you print it off. The schedule in this syllabus will be very important. I talked about the fact that this is a 4-credit course over 8 weeks, so look at that total of 60 hours. That's like in class time, and then you need to think about 1 to 2 hours extra per hour of class time each week. So be prepared to put in time for this course. If you put in the time, you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. If you try to shortchange it, if you try to open assignments a day or two before they're due, or try to watch all of the voice threads for 1 week, there is more than one in many weeks, you will sink. So don't do that. Your textbooks are books that you have purchased for previous coursework. You will be doing a Department of Criminal Investigation state and federal background check. I'll have information for you for that in this first week in one of the voice threads. Web-based tools are listed here, and you will have to purchase some materials for a therapy activity collection. Course competencies are listed here, along with the learning objectives for each competency. Let me know if you have questions about those. During the voice threads, I'll kind of give you what competencies we're working on in those particular voice threads. So that's where you'll find that information. Grading information is here, and the grading scale is the same as it's always been. You need to have a C or better to pass this course and start fieldwork. Academic honesty is so important. Do your own work. Do not collaborate on any of your assignments or tests. The one exception to not being able to reuse assignments is the treatment resource collection. Over the last year and a half, you have planned different treatment activities for your lab demonstrations. You can use those activities for your treatment resource collection. So think about that. You've already got some of that assignment done. Other policies are listed here. Freedom of expression is a new policy that has been added to MTI syllabi, so you might want to pay close attention to that one. And I believe the rest of these you are familiar with. If you have papers, you can use MLA or APA style. Remember, there are templates for those in Microsoft Word, so use those templates to make sure you get the formatting right. So your schedule looks a little bit different. Usually you'll have the date or session in the left-hand column like I have here, followed by a column of competencies and a column of activities. This is divided up differently though. So in your first week, we have some introduction assignments, and we have your week 1 coursework. So you notice this intro is only one day, 9:09 to 9:10, but then week 1 runs from not 9:19 to 1:10. Week 1 runs from the 10th to the 16th. So you're really doing kind of all of this at the same time, but make sure you do the intro stuff first. And then you can see we have different topics. So in week 1, you'll have some things related to your fieldwork preparation unit. Your professionalism unit does not have any content, nor does your IEP process unit, but you have some content, readings and assignments for your roles and responsibilities unit there. So this is just kind of a general guide of what's happening each week. So, usually it's like we cover one topic each week, but we have multiple topics going at the same time because you have multiple larger projects that you need to get done. Time management is extremely important in this course, as it will be as an SLPA. I talk a little bit more about that in one of the week 1 voice threads, so I'm not going to beat that horse dead here. So, make sure that you print off the syllabus and pay attention to that schedule. Use it kind of as your general guide. Let's go to your news and announcements page. You have already been here because you are watching this video. Just a reminder, though, to click on the subscribe button and by email so that you get an email from me each week letting you know what's happening in the course. And then let's go to your coursework page. And again, I talk a little bit more about this in your first voice thread, but you can see that for week 1, I have many things here. So I tried to make sure that every little thing that you need to read or do or watch is listed in your coursework page so that you can check them off as you complete them. So you'll, watch your welcome video, subscribe to news and announcements. You'll watch the voice thread about your background check. You'll read the course syllabus, and then you'll print this competency tracking sheet. And this is another item that will be very helpful to you. Let's see, I can do it. That's great. So if I open that up here, this lists all of the competencies that are required both for SLPA 210 and SLPA 235, where you're going to need to meet with the course instructor, me. You might have some meetings with Deb Flynn for your screening course too, but I'm not sure about that, so those you could add on here. But you can see when each of those meetings is due, and there's a space for you to write in the date and time that you have scheduled the meeting with me. So that, again, can be helpful to you. Let's see, I think that opened up in the same page, so I need to go back. Fingers crossed that it doesn't kick me out when I go back. Great. Okay, so if I go back to my main overview page, just check through each one of these things. Take a look at everything for a week at the beginning of the week, and then check them off as you go through. The other thing I want you to notice about this is that I always have this prefix in all capital letters at the beginning of each assignment name. So we have these introductory unit assignments, and the first few days are the only days where you have introductory assignments, and then that unit ends. And then I've got fieldwork prep, FWP. R&R is roles and responsibilities. If we go down to the next week, IEP is your unit about IEPs or treatment plans. PROF is professionalism, and then we have SS for school responsibility. So that kind of helps you figure out which materials that you might be reading go with which voice thread. So make sure that you are paying close attention to those prefixes in your coursework page. What else? We will have some discussion forum activities. You have an assignment to talk to an SLPA about their job and share that information with each other. So we'll have one, or actually 3 things that you'll do in the discussion forum. Gradebook is as it always is. There are some things in your resources, but I try really hard to build handouts and reading links into the assignment instructions so you don't have to go multiple places. If you don't find something you need in the assignment instructions, look for it in resources. You do have voided graded voice threads in this course. Access them through the coursework page and submit them through coursework so that I can grade them quickly and accurately. But then they will also be archived on this voice threads page. I have a couple of them there now. That is extremely important because, for example, with your IEP unit, I will present some information in, say, maybe week 3, but then as you are working on your IEP and SPED file assignments, you might want to go back and review that information. So just kind of keep that in mind, that all of those voice threads are accessible to you throughout the course. I hope everybody has a fantastic start to their semester. If you have any questions at all, just let me know.